Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I want to talk to you about something that is very, very important when it comes to managing your silver stack. Now, if you're a seasoned stacker, you probably know what this is, and you probably know most of what I'm about to tell you, if not all of what I'm about to tell you. But if you're a new stacker, you may have heard the term dollar cost averaging thrown around, and you may not know exactly what it is or how to do it. So what I want to do in today's video is I want to go over with you exactly how to dollar cost average your silver stack. Additionally, I whipped together an Excel spreadsheet, which I'm going to provide you with a link for in the description below that you can download and use to help dollar cost average your stack. So really quick, let's get into it. And like I said, this is a very important topic, especially for new stackers. But before we get into it, if you are new here, do me a favor, go down below and make sure you are subscribed. It's free for you and it really helps me out, so I greatly appreciate it. All right, let's do some dollar cost averaging. So the basics of dollar cost averaging are actually quite simple. So we're going to go ahead and get the majority of the silver out of the way so that we can make this a little bit simpler. And we'll just grab 2 ounces here. And the idea is, let's say that you went out and you bought your first ounce of silver for $25. You went to a dealer. This is what the cost was after premiums. Your out the door price was $25. You paid $25 for 1 ounce of silver. Now you've noticed that the spot price has come down a little bit, and you want to lower the average cost of your entire silver investment down a little bit. So what you would do is now go out and buy another 1 ounce silver buffalo at the lower price. So you walk into a coin shop today and you're able to buy that same silver buffalo for $20. So now you have 2 1 ounce silver buffaloes, one that you paid $25 for, one that you paid $20 for a total of $45. The beauty is if you take $45 and divide it by 2, now you've lowered your dollar cost average per ounce of silver down to $22.50. So in other words, you can look at both of these silver buffaloes and say, I paid $22.50 a piece for the 2 ounces of silver I have. And that is the basics of dollar cost averaging, and that can be spread out to as many ounces of silver as you want to add to your stack. So like I said, I created a spreadsheet that's going to help you do this. It's very simple. I'm going to show it to you right now. Let's get it up on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about, and we'll go into a little bit more detail with a little bit more complicated math. Okay, so now that we have the spreadsheet up, I do want to tell you that your typical DCA or dollar cost averaging strategy, whether it be silver and gold, whether it be a stock, whatever asset you're investing in, the typical strategy is to invest the same amount every month. So let's say with silver, you have a budget of $100 a month. You're going to invest that $100 regardless of whether silver is high or low. It takes the emotion out of it because you don't care what it does. You just know that you're making that investment. And at the end of the day, the idea is that you have a low to average cost average invested in your silver that keeps up with inflation, keeps up with what you need it for whenever you're ready to sell it. You know, it's better than spot, whatever you want it to do. That's the whole idea of dollar cost averaging. So now that we have that out of the way, I want to say that not everyone dollar cost average is the same. So let's say you have 200 ounces of silver and your DCA is like $25. Well, you see silver is now 18. You can get silver for $2 over spot. You're like, man, I would love to cut that in half. I'm going to make a quick, big investment of, another couple hundred ounces to lower my overall dollar cost average. That is absolutely something you can do, but your typical strategy is just to make the same investment every month. So let's start off by doing the calculations we did for the buffalo earlier. So our purchase date, just the date that you purchased it. The type can be anything. This is just for your reference. It doesn't affect the calculations in any way. We bought 1 ounce. Spot price, let's just say it was $20. I don't know. Your cost per ounce, though, out the door was $25. And then you have a miscellaneous fees category that you can put here. So let's say you had a credit card fee or a shipping fee. You can put that there for your own reference. It will affect your dollar cost average because, of course, that adds on to the total. But if you bought, 10 ounces for $500 and then there was a $2 credit card fee, you can separate those so that you can see the reference and you can see what you actually paid per ounce before the fees, etc. But getting back to it, we have our 1 ounce buffalo for $25. Now let's say, June 20th comes around. We're going to make our investment again. We're going to buy 1 ounce. This time we're going to, spot price is down to 15 and we paid $20 for that buffalo. So now, as you can see, our dollar cost average has come down to $22.50 an ounce, just like I said before we pulled up the spreadsheet. And keep in mind, at the beginning of the spreadsheet, when I said dollar cost averaging is $1 investment per month, it could also be ounces. So you can dedicate yourself to buying 5 ounces a month, no matter what the spot price is. You'll pay more, you'll pay less, but at the end of the day, hopefully it will average out. Right now, we're looking at 1 ounce a month. The first month we paid 25, second we paid 20, and our current dollar cost average is $22.50. Let's say in July, today's July 20th, we decided to up our investment to 20 ounces because we just think silver's going down. Again, dollar cost averaging is supposed to remove the emotion. So, you know, because we feel isn't really how dollar cost averaging works, but let's just say we decide to do it anyway, okay? So spot price is, you know, we'll say it's 15 again, and we paid, or we'll say spot price went down to 14, and we paid $19 per ounce out the door. So that is a total cost of $380, but we'll just add $10 shipping in because we found this deal online. That's what we bought it. So now, as you can see, our current dollar cost average is down to $19.77 per ounce. So you can see we have a data stack on the right-hand side of the screen here. And this is where all the important data is going to congeal, if you will, after you add all your stuff in. So you can see our current DCA, according to what we've bought and what we've sold, which I'll get into in a second, we should have 22 ounces of silver in our stack for a total investment of $435. We have our average spot price. This doesn't really matter, but if you want to reference what spot price on average was versus what your current DCA is, you can subtract those two numbers and see what your average premium was as well. And then maybe in an updated version of the spreadsheet, I will put your average premium on another line. That might be something people would like to see. But as you can see, your current spot average spot price for your dollar cost averaging was $16.33 with the current DCA of $19.77. In other words, you have $19.77 per ounce invested into your silver. Let's say you need to sell something though, okay? This is where it gets a little bit more complicated, so I made it a little bit easier with the spreadsheet. As you can see down here, we have a sales data sheet as well. So if you look on our data stack, you can also see sales data. So let's take a look at this. Let's say we decide on, 8/20 that we need to sell some silver. Dates don't matter, it's just whatever. We decide to sell, 10 of our silver buffaloes. Spot price has went up. Spot price is up to $23 an ounce. We got $2 over spot, so we sold for $25. No miscellaneous fees. Now take a look at our sales data. You can see we have an average of 10 ounces sold for a total of $250 with an average spot price of 23 because we only have one data point, and our sales per ounce average of 25 because we only have one data point. Then on 8/21, we see that it's went up a little bit more. We can sell 5 more ounces. Spot price went up 24. We got it for 26. Now you can see we have 15 ounces sold for a total of $380, an average spot price of $23.50, an average sales per ounce of $25.33. Now these numbers actually add together if you look at your current DCA. So we've sold 15 of the 22 ounces we've bought, which means our current ounces in our stack right now is only 7 ounces left. But we made a profit on the majority of that silver. So that 7 ounces that we still have in our stack only has a dollar cost average of $7.86 per ounce. That would be pretty cool if that could happen. And as you can see, we keep all of these numbers separate. So you have this as your current dollar cost average, your purchase data. So this is the DCA of everything you've purchased, your average spot price, and then your sales data, same thing, average spot price for all of your sales, average sales per ounce, total sales, etc. That has everything there, and it all averages out to your current DCA of 7 ounces still in your stack with a total investment of $55 for $7.86. So that is how the spreadsheet works. If you never knew what DCA was, I hope this kind of gives you an idea of how it actually works and gives you some thoughts on how to do it. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, this spreadsheet is 100% free and available on my website at coolstacks.com. I will put a link in the description of this video. Just click it. Don't worry, there's no ads on my website. So you don't have to deal with any ads over there. You just go over there and download it, and you can open it up in Excel. Maybe you can upload it to Google Sheets if you don't have Excel or whatever you use, but it should be compatible with most things. But there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you did, do me a favor. Don't forget to go down below and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I greatly appreciate it. And we will see you in the next video.